Thanksgiving table has a problem. It's that it tends to be overly traditional. Even the most adventuresome cooks tend to take the path more traveled when it comes to putting on a feast. The consistent lesson I learned in hosting or co-hosting Thanksgiving for 15 odd years is that the guests want the classics. Even if people don't like the food and won't eat it and it tends to get thrown away, it needs to be represented. Thanksgiving meal is just not the place for innovation. That isn't to say there isn't some room for new methods or ingenuity, only that you have to straddle between what is expected and what's new. My contribution to the new tradition at the Thanksgiving table, it's half English style crumpet, half American stuffing. I call it a strumpet. The purpose of a strumpet isn't to replace the stuffing, it's to add an element of convenience. Instead of cooking the stuffing in the bird, which is considered done and salmonella free at 160 degrees, the very temperature that white meat is effectively drier than sand, the strumpet is your favorite stuffing ingredient housed in a yeasted batter that can be cooked on the stovetop hours ahead of time, served elegantly on a holiday dinner plate. Or it can be the vessel for the long weekend's turkey sandwich. Getting the cranberries and leftover gravy on a sandwich is pretty easy. Getting the stuffing in there, not so much. Last year I gave the recipe for strumpets and you can link to it below, but this year I wanted to use my new, somewhat practiced video production skills to show you how it's done. That headless apparition is me. Small kitchen, funny tripod placement, and maybe my next video class will be on cinematography or camera operation. But for now, just accept that there is actually a head on those shoulders and it is mine. A true crumpet, or what we call in the States an English muffin, uses water and milk as its base. For the strumpet, it's a savory treat, so I'm going to want to use stock that is rich to help build the stuffing flavor. 2 quick words on stock. Make it. Stock is the foundation of the dish. It's something strong, flavorful, and rich. Broth comes from a can or a carton. The quality varies. Don't think there's a difference? If you were looking at cars and one was the Toyota broth and the other was the Nissan stock, which one would you buy? The Saucy Kitchen employs a quick and easy veg stock. The joy of this stock is its simplicity and versatility. 2 onions, 2 carrots, 2 celery, some parsley, bay leaf, thyme, salt, pepper, 20 minutes in the pressure cooker, or for cooks who don't have the need for speed, throw it in a crock pot overnight. Strain this, freeze it, and you'll have something infinitely better than what comes out of a can. With strumpets, the stock can be made while the dough is rising. Word of cautions to cooks when making a new recipe, or maybe before you turn the stove on, assemble your ingredients. Onions, sausage, sage, celery, wild rice, cranberries, apples are going to fill these strumpets. When your batter is ready, set your skillet to medium-low. Line your molds about 1/3 full until bubbles form. Add stuffing on top. Then fill the molds with batter. When the batter sets, remove the mold, flip, and cook for an additional 90 seconds. Cooked strumpets will hold in the oven for a few hours, but they're good straight off the skillet. Or even the next day out of the fridge.